Mickey talks. Mickey talks. Hey, Mickey rolls by the minute, thinking in and out of the box. Mickey talks. Mickey talks. Mickey talks. Oh yeah. So let's get into it. Don't you wanna do it? Listen every day 'cause he got something to say. Funny little chatterbox. Mickey talks.
It is episode 132.
You got it this
I'm
time,
getting
man.
it down, bro.
Yeah.
Because your dumb ass can't remember
You're
everything.
learning how to count, buddy.
So true, man. How you doing, bud?
I'm good, man. Let's remind people very quickly that we're no longer going to be on Facebook at some point in the near future.
We
So
originally had it scheduled for this Monday, but then some good things happened. And
it's
we're-
up in the air.
Yeah, and this isn't a game. I promise. We're not
Yeah.
playing a game with people.
But still, go subscribe to the YouTube channel and of course, Rumble, where you were today, right?
Let me tell you something. Today, the great Joe Rambo had me on his roundtable show.
Yeah, you had me on too, you know.
Yeah, I didn't know we were still on.
You left the studio, left the camera live, and then I walk in and I hear Joe Rambo go,
well, what happened?
Hey, there's Matt.
What happened was, man, I literally was still listening to the show while I was prepping this show.
Right.
I had to put the posters back and stuff. So I just kept it on listening.
Right.
But I was out of their show. So I think when you sat down, he could. We were off stage. Then he saw you and he was like, "Hey, there's Matt," and he brought you back on,
which was cool. Yeah, for sure.
To the Rumble fans, thank you so much. You know, Matt, when you do those types of shows, your mind's blown. I don't want to talk about it on this show. We'll talk about it off air. But dude, it's heavy stuff, man.
Yeah,
it's wild what's happening.
And Rambo and then his viewers and listeners have really embraced us, which is awesome, man.
Dude, he had
embraced you.
10,000 viewers while I was on.
Yeah.
Live.
Yeah. And then
it'll be up to 90,000 when it's done tonight.
So hey to Rambo and Friends.
Yes, FRENS. Go to Rumble, look up Rambo and Friends. If you'd like to think everything you ever knew about the world isn't true. Go watch that show. But I'll tell you, man, they've told me things like months ago. You know this, both of us. And we were like, okay, whatever, wackos. Then the shit was true.
Little research later.
And we're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So anyway, what a great day it was.
For sure.
Today's show brought to us by Legends of the Fog. Of course, Maryland's legendary haunted event located in Hartford County at 500 Carson's Run Road, right in the beautiful Aberdeen, Maryland. You can explore an imaginative world of scares with 4 main attractions, Matt.
Well, you're in the parking lot, right?
I won't leave. I'll go in the little, right after you pay, there's like a village that has food and drinks, and I'll stay in there. I'm not going to any of the attractions. I'll take my kids. I'll pay for other people. I'll watch them come out of them. It's not for me.
Yeah, you're not into the jump scares. People love it though. And
not me.
If you're into it, man, this is a very cool place.
They have the haunted hayride, of course, the Farewell Hotel, Corn Stalkers, which is the haunted corn maze.
See, I don't even know if I would go in the corn maze, man. That's next. I feel like that's next level. It's creepy, man.
You're pitch dark trying to figure out how to get out of this thing.
People coming out of
people
corn
are
stalks
hiding
after
in the
you.
Yeah, not for me. And then, of course, the Slaughterhouse. It's Legends of the Fog is featured on the Today Show and all the local TV stations in Maryland. Check out Legends of the Fog schedule at www.legendsofthefog.com. Make sure you use promo code Mickey, MICKEY at checkout, and you'll get 10% off. Want to thank those great people and that great family that does Legends of the Fog.
Yeah,
and
man.
It's linked right in our description. Is that right?
It is.
All right, Matt. Today we have a guest that I'm really excited about. We got to sit down for a couple minutes at Trifecta with this guy. I'm going to say this to make myself sound cool, but it's probably at the bottom of his resume. I was in a band with him, Great White Lion Snake.
Right.
Yeah, and Dave Demarco, who is one of the most talented, incredible musicians I've ever had the pleasure of meeting, and just a cool, awesome dude on top of
Well,
it.
we said it yesterday, man. If you are out in a club in Maryland, if you
You've
go to see
seen
bands,
Dave.
you've seen Dave
Yeah.
in something, right, Dave?
He's only in 40 bands. Yeah. Dave Demarco joining us. How you doing, buddy?
Hello.
Good to see you, my friend.
Great to be here.
Now, for those watching from out of town or, don't really know the local music scene here, Dave is in some of the best bands this town has ever produced. And one of the bands that it blows my mind is Crack the Sky.
Crack the Sky.
Dave played with them for years, and he now plays in. How many bands are you in, Dave?
Hold on.
Yeah, you wrote them down.
I
didn't you?
wrote him down.
He
I
can't
love
even keep track.
It's unreal, man.
Where did I put it? Okay, hold on.
Yeah, here we go.
I knew
He
you-
actually has it.
I knew you were going to ask.
Yeah.
And I always leave one off the list. That's
Right.
why.
Yeah.
All right. So in no particular order. So we have the Dave DeMarco band.
Can you do
Right.
these in alphabetical order, please, Dave?
Yeah. And date of starting of the band.
Oh shit.
I'm kidding.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Birds of Fire, which is my progressive rock fusion band that does.
Is that original? Is that
no,
covers?
it's all covers.
Like
It's
so
all-
stuff like Yes,
Yes, Genesis, King Crimson, Jeff Beck.
Wow.
All that.
all
yeah.
the hard shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah.
Then we have HFS, which is more of like the modern rock,
Yep.
Tool and Soundgarden.
Brian
and all
Ford,
that.
who played in
Brian
the
Ford.
Loft and Crushing Day, fronts that band.
Right.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yep.
Then we have Petticoat Junction, which is the Tom Petty tribute band with
Right.
Kirk and all
Yeah,
that. Right.
That's amazing.
Then we have the Regal Beagles, which again we saw.
Oh, yeah.
How much fun was
I
that
know,
band,
man.
dude?
So much fun.
I had never seen it,
Yeah.
and I'm a huge fan of like yacht rock. I
Yeah.
really am.
Oh yeah.
Matt and I talk about it all the time. Like you listen to that for an hour, and you're like, has there been a bad song on yet?
No, well, that's what I said. Well, like, if
Yeah.
somebody would have told me that I would love to see a yacht rock band, I'd be like, maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know. But then I got there, and I'm like, I love every single song here, and the vibe is so fun
Yeah.
and cool.
It
you know,
makes
it's
you feel good.
Yeah,
You walk
yeah.
out of that and you feel good.
Dude,
Right.
you opened up with the theme song to Three's Company.
Yep.
That was the coolest thing I've ever seen. What a great bunch of dudes in that band.
For
man.
sure.
Just
Yeah.
and the great Tom Moon, who I just adore. I mean,
Right.
what fun. What else?
Yeah, we got to bring Tom on. We're gonna have
Oh,
Tom.
I
on there
gotta
too.
call- yeah.
So then I've got a band called Shermanator, which is Ben Sherman and Glenn Workman and Mark St. Pierre. And that's also instrumental rock kind of stuff, but it's not really the fusion side. So we're doing Dixie Dregs, Joe Satriani.
Wow.
What else?
Another bunch of hard ass shit to play.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Why don't you
yeah.
just do an AC/DC tribute and give yourself an enjoyable night, Dave?
Well, give me a call, Mick. We'll do
Yeah.
it. And then last but not least, I've got a Queen and David Bowie tribute called
Jeez.
Spiders from Mercury. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Right, that's
Has that
right.
Has that
Love
played
that
out
name.
yet?
Yeah, we've had one show we played at Stanstock was our first show.
How'd it go?
And it was fantastic. It was very well received.
I have to. Who is singing?
Okay, so Jeff Caudle. Do you know Jeff?
Wow. Yeah, I know
course,
Jeff.
man.
Yeah.
I
This
didn't
was
know he
Jeff's
could do
baby,
that
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, he called me and then we put the band together. And so our next show is November 30th back at Falston Barrel House.
I'll be
Fun.
there.
Yeah.
I will be at because I love Bowie and I love I love Queen.
Yeah, man.
I mean, they're in my Mount Rushmore.
Dude,
And
we have
what-
2 gongs in this band. Dual gongs. I'm not kidding.
Are they ever struck at the same time?
No, they're just slightly offset.
Got you. Well, Dave, listen, man, you are a musician's musician. You are respected from all your peers. I mean, it's so funny. Anytime I've told this story at Trifecta, and it's true. I I have these ideas for bands that I always want to do, and I'm like, I got to get this guy on guitar and that guy on drums, and then I go, and of course Dave DeMarco on bass. It's like not even a thought. Yeah, Dave's playing bass because
Yeah.
he's also one of the best singers in town. Yeah, that's my bass guy. Like,
Of course.
dude, so, but you have an interesting history. You did something that very few people on the planet get to experience. You got to go to Berklee School of Music in Boston,
Right.
which for those of you that don't understand, that's like going to Harvard Law School or what's even bigger than that, it's the premier music university.
Sure.
It's one of them for sure. Yeah.
I don't
one
know
of
who
them.
you put above it, but okay.
Juilliard.
Nah, if you played a violin, yeah. But I'm kidding. No, but you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I know what you.
And before we went on air, I just said to him, I go, I'm going to ask you the same question right now. Hey, did you meet anybody famous? Were they in your class when you were there? And tell me what you said, dude.
So the guys from Dream Theater were there when I was there.
Wow.
So check this. All right. So talk about intimidation, right?
Yeah.
You get there, everybody's there, and we're all scared, right? Well,
Sure.
actually, there was a little bit of bravado because everybody was kind of like the best in their high school. So
Right.
you walk
Yeah.
in with a little bit of
I'm the dude.
and then you get there and you see that there's this 16-year-old Japanese kid who graduated high school 2 years early and can play Keith Emerson all day long.
Right.
Okay. So the Dream Theater guys were there, and they were as good now. They would say, no, we weren't as good. Trust me, they were as good then as they are now. They were amazing.
I mean, you
Absolutely.
said Dream Theater's there. Are you like sitting in guitar class with these? I mean, what like?
I was in, the only guy who I had a class with was Portnoy.
Yeah.
He was in my English class, I think.
Huh.
Tell the Portnoy story, how you met. This
Okay.
is so cool, man. I don't
Yeah.
know if you heard it. Go ahead.
So second day of school, Berkeley is in downtown Boston. It's not a campus. It's just like the city.
Yeah.
And I had tickets to go see Bill Bruford and Patrick Moraz, who were ex-Yes guys.
Yeah.
They were doing a show at a club called the Paradise. And I'm standing there and I'm trying to figure out the subway, which is called the T in Boston. And I got the map and I'm trying to figure it out, how to get to the Paradise and all this. And I look over and there's this dude who kind of looks like me a little bit doing the same exact thing with his map. And I said, are you trying to figure out the T? And he goes, yeah. And I said, where are you going? He goes, the Paradise. I said, oh, you're going to the Bruford show. Yeah. So we put our heads together and we're trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
We just, all right, well, now that we figured it out, let's just go.
Right.
So we go to the show and we go to the show together. We're hanging out and we were there to watch the show. It
Sure.
wasn't a lot of talking.
Sure.
But here's what I will tell you about him. He had star vibe out the wazoo.
Yeah,
I knew that this guy was going to be famous. I just knew that he
That's
was going to be
amazing.
something. He had a quality to him.
Yeah.
Something about him. And I'm not going to say that we became great friends. We didn't.
Sure.
We were acquaintances. We traded bootlegs.
Would
We'd
he
go to
know
each
you
other's-
by name if I ran
No.
into that?
No, check this out.
Yeah.
I did run into him. Okay. This was awesome. We were at a Zappa Plays Zappa show in Philly. He walks through the crowd with his wife, and I hadn't seen him since whenever. I was like, you know what? All right, I'm going to take a chance, see if he remembers me. His wife goes into the bathroom. He's waiting outside. I walk up to him. I'm like, hey, Mike, you're probably not going to remember me, but we were at Berkeley at the same time. And he cuts me off. He goes, man, that was a long time ago, man. I don't really remember it. I just don't remember. It was a lot of people and all this. And I said,
He has my memory.
Yeah.
and I said, no problem. I totally get it. Congrats on your success. Enjoy the show. Walked away. And that was it.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I've had people walk up to me and say, do you remember when you played at whatever?
Yeah.
And you try to,
Sure.
but yeah.
I get it. But that's awesome, though, dude. And
Yeah.
you know what's cool about that, Dave? I mean, you realize that you were in a place where the greatest in the world were.
Oh, yeah.
That's got to be something that you hang your hat on personally. I mean, you're making that face and
Because
that
it-
makes me crazy.
Well, because yes, it's good, and I guess when you look at it from the outside, it's cool to have been there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not discounting that, but it doesn't mean anything about me.
No,
just because
no
I was
chick,
there,
no
you know?
chick ever bangs a dude because he came from Berkeley.
Right.
But it's whatever band he's in afterwards.
Yeah.
But dude, it's such first of all, an honor to be a part of something like that.
Sure.
But to be able to be good enough to be accepted in there, that's just amazing to me.
Sure.
No, you
As-
know what it takes to get into Berkeley? A checkbook, mommy's checkbook.
Come on.
No,
They could turn down a lot of rich kids, dude.
but they didn't.
So have you thanked? Did you thank your mother for all those years?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when she presented me with an itemization of what my entire musical. She did not to be. She wasn't being.
She'd just be
right,
funny.
She was just being funny, but she itemized my entire musical education from Peabody through Berkeley. The whole like subsidizing my
You're
life.
still paying
in
it off,
Boston.
aren't you?
Yeah.
And it was. Let me tell you, it was a number.
I
it
can
was
imagine.
a number.
Six figures, probably.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah. Now, Dave, Demarco,
Yes.
is that Italian?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you 100% Italian?
50%.
And what's the other?
So my mom was American Indian, Blackfoot, English, and Finnish.
No kidding.
Yeah, so I'm a total
Wow.
mutt.
Yeah, then the Italian comes in and ruins everything else. I get it. Trust
Yeah.
me. But no, Dave, you're a phenomenal musician. I just dig you, dude. I think
No.
you're a great dude.
We got
and
a lot of
great
history,
hang.
man.
We do.
We do.
We had a lot of fun. You know, the Great White Lion Snake thing was so much fun.
It was.
We had great times doing that. We really did. Did you ever see it, Matt?
I never saw it live. I saw some video of the band. I don't think I saw it live.
It was a good little
Yeah.
band too. I mean,
It really
except for
was.
me, and all I did was tell jokes between stuff. But I mean, what a band to be in. Like when you're a comic and you're doing a band like that, to never have to look back because a guy like him or Ross. I had two Rosses in the band at that time.
just a solid lineup behind it.
I didn't have to
Yeah.
check anyone ever.
Sure.
It was amazing. That's the greatest feeling in the world. And you've been fortunate enough where bands you're in, everybody's doing their gig and it's phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, the bands that have been the easiest have been the ones that came together very quickly.
Yeah.
And like Petticoat and Regal Beagles and all these bands came together very quickly.
Yeah.
And those are also the bands that are just like the easiest. If it comes together easily, it's going to usually stay easy.
Agreed.
And the players are great. You don't have to worry,
in
like you
Kirk's
said.
band, in the
Yeah.
Petty band. I mean, you got Jeff on guitar and
Yeah.
what's the other
Mike
dude?
Young.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Mike is the Swiss Army knife, man.
Yeah, dude.
He can do anything.
Amazing. Well,
Yeah.
Dave, you're an incredible musician. When's the next time you're around town? What's going on?
Saturday, I'm playing at what's it called? X Golf in Eldersburg. You know, that's like a virtual golf thing. HFS is playing there on Saturday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Dave, do you ever have a free weekend?
I don't know about a free weekend, but I'm actually off Friday night. So if any bands need a bass player,
He won't even enjoy it. He won't even enjoy his night off. Yeah.
No, but it happens. It happens.
Yeah.
But
You know what I love about you too, Dave? There's probably 7 songs I could call out of my head that you wouldn't know. Like if you're in a band with me and I go, "Hey, we're doing this. Got it. What key?
Yeah.
Done." I'm like, to have that brain.
Or I'll figure it out. One of those
well,
guys.
you already
right?
just start playing.
Yeah,
it.
start playing it. And it, like Todd Miller's another guy like
Right.
that. It's like, what's it in? Hey, I got it. You're like, what?
But
Right.
let's be real about something. It's
Yeah.
bass, man.
No,
one
I
note
get
at a
it.
time. It's one. Come on.
Yeah.
If I can't hear where that chord's going, there's a problem.
Well, I will say something
Yeah.
else that most people may not know. You're probably in one of the most amazing drummers I've ever seen.
Come
You're a
on.
great drummer, dude.
Functional.
Now
drummer.
stop. Guys like you talk out of your ass. You're a great drummer. For real.
you.
Phenomenal musician. All right, Dave. Well, we do a little show here every day.
Oh, you do. That's
Yeah.
what this was about.
Yeah, we do it.
I thought
We
this
do-
was about me.
We do news. We do music. We're going to talk more about you.
Please,
And I want to say, if you don't want to talk about it, move on.
Yeah.
You have a daughter.
I do.
How old's your daughter?
She's 12.
And do you want to say her name?
Her name's Lydia.
Lydia. How do you like being a dad?
I love it. It's the best thing I've ever done.
Me too, bro. And no, you only have the one, right?
Right. That's it.
So I have a daughter. It's my oldest. Now I have 2 boys.
Mm.
I could do without them. But the daughter, I could not. I'm kidding. But it's a special relationship between a father and a daughter.
It truly
And
is. It
it's,
truly is.
and I don't know if it's an Italian thing,
Mhm.
but it's when you have a daughter. Well, you know too, Matt. And it's
Dude, I love being a girl dad.
I do- I did
and
too.
it's weird because if you probably would have asked me growing up, I would have
Same.
probably said, I think I want a boy. But I didn't care when my
Right.
wife was pregnant. And when I found out I was having a girl, now I
Yeah.
love it. I mean,
Dude,
I
love
wouldn't have
being
it any other way.
Yep.
I was so psyched when I found out we were having a girl.
I was
Yeah.
pissed because
Were you?
I'm like, I'm going to screw this girl's life up. I'm like, no, Lord, please, not a girl. I don't know how to, do anything as a dad.
See, I was psyched because I wouldn't know how to be a dad to a boy. I can't throw a football. For $1 million,
Well,
I
here's how
can't throw
you-
a football.
Here's how you be a dad to a boy. When he does something you don't like, you punch him right in the face and he never does it again. Can't do that with
No,
the
you
daughter,
can't.
though.
They frown upon that.
Yeah, they do. All right, let's get into it. Our news brought to us today by Hammer Jokes, Baltimore's county's newest comedy club. Mine. I'm totally above board here. This tomorrow night, the great Howard G will be there. He'll be on our show tomorrow, Matt. One of the best impressionists, funny dude. I love him.
I can't wait.
We've been doing comedy 30 years around this town together. If you'd like, go to hammerjokescomedy.com for tickets. Tomorrow night, this week, it's only one show on Friday because there's a wedding Saturday there. But then we're running every weekend. So thank you, Hammer Jokes, and thank you for the people who have supported it in our opening weekend. All right, Matt, the best news in the business. That's the facts. Matt, what do we got?
So they found the guy who started the fire in the Palisades out in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I saw this.
Former Uber driver, 29-year-old guy. This guy right here.
Oh, yeah, he looks real good.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy doesn't look nefarious in any way.
I mean, he's from Florida. It makes sense. He's Florida man, right?
He's got a tin of lighter fluid on him right now.
Here's how it went down, though. So he got off work as an Uber driver, and he drove up to Skull Rock Trailhead, walked up the trail, started the fire, and took photos on his cell phone, and then listened to a song by a French artist whose music video showed things being lit on fire. And then he called 911. And then he followed the fire trucks back into the area and took more video of everything that happened.
It's insane. How do people think they're not going to get caught?
Criminals are stupid.
They're the dumbest people on earth usually. It's incredible. And if they're not, the CIA grabs them and they become good guys.
I mean, it's like, why? I mean, why? I mean, what?
I'll
12 people died.
Well, that part is what sucks.
Yeah.
But if you think about probably the reason behind it, probably high. Thought it'd be cool to listen to that song. Watch your hand. Exactly it. Yeah. Yeah. It's cool. Fire. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. I love watching things burn. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And it just went out of control. And it's so sad. But, I mean, that kid's got the next 20 years of his life probably behind bars.
I'm sure. I mean,
he's responsible for 12 people's death.
Yeah, and they're going to stick it to him, man.
Of course. P. Diddy got off. That's fine.
Right.
You know, this kid set fire. He's going to do 40 years.
Yeah.
Might even get the electric chair. Ridiculous. But anyway, what a dummy, and screw that guy. But I'm glad they figured it out.
And, you know, then back in May, I think it was, we did the story about the inmates. It was 10 inmates that escaped from a New Orleans jail through the back of a toilet. You remember
I remember
this?
that. Absolutely.
Yeah. They put a little note on there that said,
too
easy, T-O, easy, LOL, just taunting the cops, right?
Not only that, I don't know who Easy is the way that's written, because it's addressed to Easy.
Right.
Too easy. Laugh out loud.
Well, they finally found the 10th guy, 28-year-old Derek Groves. He was in Atlanta, and there was a brief standoff. They deployed gas canisters into the home. And then they found him hiding in the basement crawl space. He's back in jail, and the attorney general says they're going to stick it to him to the full extent of the law.
They have to, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's
better fix that toilet too.
Yeah, that's Roto Rooter.
First thing we got to do is fix that toilet hole.
Can you imagine next year's budget meeting for the state of Louisiana? We need $70 million. What for? We got to replace all the urinals in every jail.
Right.
Yeah. I love it.
So there's a French influencer. They just sent to prison.
That's a lie. The French influence nothing.
Oui, oui. He got sent to prison over a syringe prank video. He's a TikToker. So this guy, do I have a picture of this guy?
I don't know, my friend. Do you have a picture of that guy?
Oh, I do. Look at this.
Let me see him.
Pure evil, man. This guy became a viral sensation by posting videos of himself spoofing injections on bystanders around Paris with an empty syringe during a time when fear of such attacks was high. So here he is, like, tormenting some poor person. You know, he's got like LOL and the smiley, laughing, crying face on there on this
guys
video.
Like that, I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of violence.
No.
But some people just need an old-fashioned ass whooping.
These prank videos.
Yeah,
are
I don't
ridiculous.
Dude, okay, I forget the guy's name. There's a dude who, like, he posts all these different sort of what's it called? Prank videos that other people pull off.
Yeah.
But it's where the other people beat the crap or smack the shit
right.
out of the dude pulling the prank.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing to watch.
Yeah, I can't feel sorry for any of those people.
And have you ever seen them dudes that go down into like Compton in them badass areas?
Yeah, and like mess with gang members.
I'm like, and them gang members are like, yo, if you serious, homie, let's do it.
Right.
And I'm like, if I ever had to walk through a neighborhood like that, I would walk through with my hands in the air, apologizing.
Right.
I'm sorry I'm here. I'll be out in a second.
Yeah.
Please don't kill me. I'm a nice person. These people, they walk right up. What's up? You know,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
he's eventually that's the way he'll die.
of
you know?
course.
I mean,
I don't get it.
Yeah.
And the ones in like the Home Depots and stuff,
Yeah.
where they put the trash cans over people and take off.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just old-fashioned ass whoopings.
It is, man.
That's what's needed.
It's not even funny. It's like, oh my God, those are fighting words.
Yeah,
right?
they're dicks is
Yeah,
what they are.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
just straight up dicks, Dave. You ever been in a band with a straight up dick?
No.
Yes.
There aren't any bad musicians out there. Are there mean musicians?
No,
I won't ask
don't
you.
think so.
I won't ask you to name a name. But are there guys that you've played with that you think, wow, you're a great musician, but you should be set on fire as a human being.
I don't think I've ever had that experience. I truly don't think
You've been
I've
that fortunate.
Wow.
I can't think of there's if there was, it should be like, oh man,
Yeah.
it should be right
You
here.
don't really have that though.
Look at Dave's talent level, man. There's no way that he's playing with guys that are complete idiots, right?
Well, he played with me, but I'm nice at least for the most part in the band with.
Yeah.
But no, that's cool though. I mean, because I know dudes that are like, oh, if that dude ever saw him, yeah. That's the part that sucks, I think, when you're in the entertainment business, and especially it's why I really gravitated towards comedy instead of music. I think if I'd have stayed on drums, I could have become a very good drummer, but I enjoyed not having to deal with anybody else.
Yeah.
Like being a solo act has its merits, man.
For sure.
Not having to deal with ego and
For sure.
that stuff and girlfriends and, you know.
Well, I don't hold on to that stuff though. I mean,
I don't really
like,
either.
There may have been someone who was a problem, but I don't remember. Like, if you ask my girlfriend, she'd go, "What? You don't remember? You know, this."
Here's 37 people, Dave. We're not allowed to talk to anymore.
But I don't have any recall of anybody who was a problem.
That's awesome, man. I think that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Are you guys fans of the like Ocean's 11 series?
Love it. Yeah.
Love
Yeah,
it.
me too. So George Clooney is offering a Ocean's 14 update. I don't know that I'm excited about. Did you guys like the sequel?
I liked all of them.
I saw 12. I didn't see 13.
I saw them all. I loved every one of them. I'll be honest with you. I love the concept of the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
These guys are just all criminals, but they're like gentlemen. It's like very James Bondish,
And they're
but
skilled, very highly skilled people.
They're all that little Chinese. I don't even know what he is. That little Asian guy,
right?
That like contorts. I could watch a whole movie with that guy.
Right.
I forget which one it was where they break into the safe and he's got to like crawl down this thing.
Yeah.
It's the wildest.
It's 11, isn't it? Is the original
I
one?
think so.
Yeah.
And it's just like fascinating to watch.
Well, 14, they're saying it's they're just trying to get it scheduled. It's probably going to start to shoot in about 9 or 10 months. And he's saying that some of the main players would be returning, including Brad Pitt, Don Cheadle, Matt Damon, and Julia Roberts, all going to be in the new one.
You know, the older I get, I realize she's a little bit weird, but I really like Julia Roberts. And I realized later in life how much I really have liked her whole career. Like, I've always rooted for her. And I think she's an incredibly talented actor. You like her?
I'm trying to think. I mean, what have I seen her
dude,
in?
Erin Brockovich, she was freaking amazing.
What was the one where everybody died?
Schindler's List?
No,
which one?
The one that took place in like Atlanta or something, and everybody got cancer and died.
Oh yeah, she was an attorney.
No, I don't know, maybe, but everybody. It was.
I'm trying to remember.
Fried green tomatoes. Was that it?
Oh.
Maybe was
what?
that it?
Wasn't Fried Green Tomato? Wait, I get them confused.
She was in Fried Green Tomatoes, though, right?
I think.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking of
And then what's Pretty Woman?
Pretty Woman.
Woman.
Her IMDb is like 14 pages long.
Yeah.
I think she's got an Academy
I never
Award.
consider myself a fan, but thinking about the movies. Yeah.
What was the one that with Richard Gere where she played the hooker?
Yeah, it was a Indecent Proposal.
No,
that was a Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman.
Oh yeah,
Pretty
I'm
Woman.
sorry,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
did
yeah,
say that.
yeah.
Yeah. Steel Magnolias.
That's the one.
Unbelievable
Yeah.
movie. Thank you, Drea.
Oy.
Our producer. We have a producer that produces the show outside of the studio.
Okay.
And she like fact checks everything for us. So anytime we have a question, I just say it, and then 2 minutes later I get the answer. It's the greatest thing in the world.
Thank you, Drea. I got a Florida man story.
All right. Another one?
Yeah, so this guy was arrested, and he was found to have a thermos in his exit ramp. It's this guy right here.
What? A thermos in his exit ramp?
Yeah, Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd does a morning briefings rundown of arrests, and he shared one that started with a report of a naked guy at a public park. They warned him, but he went right back into the park, and he was arrested. And then when he was going through the jail scanner, it was discovered that the man had a thermos in his body. And it was
now I understand the lead-in.
It was put in through the exit ramp, according to Judd. Here it is, right here.
Look at his face. He looks like he's got one in him.
Oh my!
There's the thermos.
God,
how does that fit?
There's the thermos. He had to be taken to a hospital where surgeons removed the thermos and saved his life.
And had a cup of coffee. That was
still warm. Still warm.
The best part of waking up.
This Folgers in your rectum.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can could go. You could get one of those, great thermoses and mugs, but
Yeah.
why do that?
Yeah.
You know, why expend the money?
I've been to Starbucks. I never been to Fart Bucks. That's a different animal right there. That's hilarious.
So there is a deal going on in Vegas right now where the most haunted hotel in Las Vegas, they're offering someone $5,000 to investigate paranormal activity. It's the El Cortez Hotel and Casino, supposedly the oldest and most haunted in Vegas, and they're offering to pay somebody $5,000 to spend a weekend ghost hunting inside. And they'll even equip you. You do it, Dave?
I'll do it.
Yeah,
I'm there.
You
believe in
shit doesn't
ghosts or
freak
no?
you out?
Does not freak me out.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Let me ask you a question. This is no BS, Dave. I'm not trying to be funny here. A couple months ago, had a paranormal person come in with dowsing rods.
Mm-hmm.
I said it on the show. I don't believe in any of this shit, right? Dude, I purposely wanted to prove them wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I mean it. But I did it legit because I wanted to know.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's been dead now, I think, 15 years. It broke my heart. Anybody that knows me knows how devastating it was for us. She was in the room, dude. They asked questions, and them sticks crossed. I've never experienced anything like it in my life, but you believe.
Absolutely. 100%.
You believe in God?
Absolutely.
And you believe, wow, that's a fascinating. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Have you experienced paranormal stuff?
Oh yeah.
Explain.
Really?
Like, give us.
I'm not going into it at all.
Can you give me? Okay, let me just ask some questions. And fair enough, I respect that. But here would be my question for you: has it ever happened to the point where you were like calm with it, like, oh, I get it, there's a dead person in the room, or did it always make you go, what the? You know what I mean?
I've had both. When I saw a medium and they absolutely told me stuff that they could not have known otherwise, that was very calm. I've done seances in a house in Salem, Massachusetts.
Wow.
Okay.
That's when you were at Berkeley smoking the weed, Dave. I got you. Go ahead.
And that stuff was a little wacky. But other than that, and I've had a few other things happen that I just would never want to discuss because only because I wouldn't want someone to go, hey man, that's really cool. Let me try that.
Yeah.
No, don't try it.
Right.
Don't stay away from that. But I would go to that house for $5,000 and try it anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, so you can go back and watch for people watching, they can go back and watch our episode with Kathy Berkeley.
Yeah,
from Berkeley Paranormal Society, rather.
Yeah, it was
Kathy.
just mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Mind-blowing show that day. And
if you want in on this deal, Dave, you can go to casino.org and fill out an application. They're accepting volunteers all month. The $5,000 prize includes $800 towards airfare and travel and $500 to cover food, drinks, and ghost hunting equipment.
I'm in. Let's all do it. Come on.
No way. Not a chance.
You wouldn't do it?
No, my luck, I'd be the guy that walks in and the ghost goes, all right, you're the one. Take your pants off. No, thanks.
What if I hold your hand?
That might help, but I don't know if it would get me through the door.
See, this isn't jump scare stuff. It's not like a haunted house.
No, I get it. What I don't like is sitting on a couch and in the other room you hear, get out. I'm like, nope, I got to go.
It wouldn't be that. There was I'm not going to say which band. There's a band that I used to play with who had a rehearsal space that is absolutely haunted. We were sitting talking one night and I said, by the way, guys, your place. Like
you saw an apparition. I mean, you saw something.
Walk right past the door.
That was not a ghost. That was a burglar stealing your guitar.
that was a groupie that woke up after 2 hard nights, you know?
No, this was, and I said to the guys, just very calmly, I said, you guys know your space is haunted, right? And they were like, what? And so they went back and we looked at the camera. They had the footage and there was a something.
You could see it as well.
No, you couldn't see a person.
No, but you could see movement.
I saw it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me, man.
I know.
And I wish I was like arrogant enough to go, oh, that's bullshit. But I'm not anymore. When them dowsing rods moved, my whole life was like, all right, there's something to it. There's something to this. Have you, and you don't have to answer this. Did you ever like get into drinking and drugs bad? Like, did you ever have that moment of your life?
I have drank.
Yeah.
But no, I never got into.
Yeah, like me. I have drank, but I've never got into drugs and stuff. Right. So my question was, were you just baked or out of your mind that night?
No, absolutely not.
That's crazy.
I've been totally sober for years. So
that's amazing, man. That's incredible.
So kids in Russia now, boys, are driving luxury toys. Apparently, the latest status symbol of rich people in Russia is a luxury sports car for kids. And what this is, it's a scaled down version of a Mercedes-Benz SL300 from the late 50s and early 60s. Price tag, $49,000 for this thing right
How many
here.
rubles, though?
That's a good question. 9 billion rubles, right?
Hey, so wait, grown ass people, how big is that? Would that look like a regular car if I was in it?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Is that what that is?
Yes.
That finally they're making cars for littler people.
It's perfect for you, man.
Yeah, I'll take that
Yeah.
car. I would drive that thing everywhere.
$49,000. This thing's powered by a 1.5 kilowatt electric motor, and it reaches speeds of 20 miles per hour. You couldn't get on the beltway.
I don't go far.
You stay on the shoulder.
I drive all.
Or you just be like, go around.
At that power, that's the easy bake oven of
Yes.
cars. You know? Yeah, you have a brownie in a month. You know?
Oh my god, that's hysterical. I never thought about like the recipes for the easy bake oven. Set the 4 right and let it bake for 9 weeks.
Right.
So we've been talking a lot about AI on this show, Mick, I know, but they're saying that high schoolers are now regularly in romantic relationships with AI.
Dude, did I not say this 3 months ago, Matt, that you're going to find young people just falling in love with someone that listens to them?
Listen to these stats, man.
Yeah.
This is according to the Center for Democracy and Technology. They're a nonprofit that is responsible for use of data and technology in part. But they say that nearly 1 in 5 high schoolers say they or someone they know has had a romantic relationship with artificial intelligence. And 42% of students say they or someone they know have used AI for companionship.
Now, when they say romantic, I'm not being funny. Like, is it like sexual? Like, are
Maybe they just develop feelings for,
I'm not gonna lie. I like talking to, I do. My
Yeah.
AI voice. I like that lady's voice.
Right. But you don't have feelings.
No, I mean, I feel like she understands me.
You do.
Because everything I ask her, she like kind of knows.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Do you tell her you love her?
No, I don't say stuff like that. I do thank her though.
You do?
But wait a minute, hold it. You have to go to AI to find a woman who knows the answers to everything.
No,
That's reality.
no,
man.
I could have yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. I could have
But,
bypassed that and gone to any woman
Exactly.
because they know everything.
Yeah.
But I will say this. When I ask her questions, I've never asked her a question, and not one time has she ever gone, "Are you an idiot? Like, what is wrong with you?" Not one time. She just answers it.
So there's that.
Yeah, there's that sort of self-esteem factor that always helps out in these situations.
What if somebody changed that voice to a dude, like a gruff dude's voice?
Mickey, how's it going?
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Would you still have that kind of a relationship or those kind of feelings for it if it was like, hey, man, I know everything, dude?
I think I would probably have the same sort of how do I word this? I do definitely think that a female voice is more soothing to me as a man than a man's voice.
I understand you, Mickey.
Yeah, Mickey, listen, I know you're dealing with a lot. Your emotions are all over the place.
I love you, man.
I love you, dude. Listen, all I'm going to tell you is quit masturbating before noon. All right, you do it every day.
Dude, you look real good naked, man. You look real good.
Always said dudes with that voice, they always have to be in the trades. You know what? They have to work in the trades. You cannot be the guy at the hospital that comes out after grandma had a life-saving surgery. Hey, listen, everybody. We did the best we could, but I don't look good. All right. Go say goodbye now. Like, I like that voice in a man.
Good news, boys. We can sample the world's most expensive hamburger. Actually, it's only available by invitation, too. So if you have a boatload of money, there's a deal waiting for you on a burger, possibly, because it's by invitation only. The world's most expensive burger costs $11,000, and it can only be experienced by invitation at a restaurant in Spain.
It better be made out of vagina meat, is all I know. For $11,000? Yeah, it better have a vagina mix in it, is all I'm saying. $11,000 for a burger?
They say it took 8 years of research and development to create, and its exact ingredients are a secret.
I bet they are.
Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
Look at this thing right here. What do you think
It's
of that?
weird on our screen because of the way the screen
It
looks.
doesn't even look appetizing to me. If I'm being completely honest,
11.
that's not how I would like a burger.
That looks like the thermos that came out of the guy.
Yeah, exactly, dude. No, I agree, but
yeah.
that's bizarre. 11
This chef,
grand.
Bosco Jimenez, who wanted luxury to be attainable. He said, even if having the money isn't enough to try it, you have to be invited by the restaurant too. If I ever have enough money and you see me buying this burger, I want you to punch me right in the face.
Dude,
Please.
So my one time like living like a wealthy person was when I shot my pilot in LA, and the producers took us to Wolfgang Puck's Steakhouse on Rodeo Drive.
Mm-hmm.
And do you remember Carlos Diaz worked for Extra?
Yeah.
Do you remember him? He used to do our morning show?
Yeah.
Well, he actually, really cool of him, came out and covered us filming the pilot and like did a little thing on his show. Anyway, at dinner, him and I are buddies. So we're sitting there. The cast is there, the producers, the directors, like 20 of us. And you're in the show. And I look behind me. I'm not making any of this up. There's Ben Affleck. And across the room was, what's his name? Oh my God, I always forget his name. Now that Hollywood hates him, he became a right-wing lunatic, but a great, I said lunatic. I didn't mean that. Great actor, James Woods.
Oh, yeah.
He's there. And then there was like this woman that I knew her face. And then all of a sudden I'm like, wow, I'm in this place with all these people. And I opened the menu. Now I'm going to let you guess the cheapest steak. What do you think the price was?
The cheapest steak.
Yeah. There was 5 steaks.
I'm going to go with 120.
120. Dave, what do you think the cheapest steak was? Rodeo Drive, Wolfgang Puck Steakhouse.
450.
420.
Wow.
Was the cheapest.
That was the cheapest.
The most expensive was like 900. Was Wagyu, like all whatever that's called, Wagyu. Anyway, I get the cheapest steak just because I'm like, you know what? I'm not that guy. I don't know. It looks amazing. It was. I got a side of potatoes that were $24 for the side.
Right.
And the salad was close to $29. Anyway, the next morning, me and Carl, so when we're looking at the menu, I look over at him. I go, you believe this shit? Like, what doesn't even make sense? He goes, no, dude, you don't get it. He goes, these people here, they don't care about the food. And the price doesn't mean anything because they just don't want to eat with them. They don't want to go to a restaurant where Jim and his wife who are celebrating. Hey, man, weren't you in that Goodwill Hunting movie?
Hey, you gonna eat that potato?
Yeah,
man?
exactly. So that they pay that kind of money for privacy.
Right.
Anyway, the next morning we're gonna go play golf, me and Carlos. So he says, call him at 7:30. So I call him at 7:30. He goes, hey man. I go, what's up? He goes, not much. What are you doing? I went, well, I just finished taking a $420 dump, dude. What are you doing? Never experienced anything like that in my life. I know the bill was over $14,000, but they drank wine and I didn't, but they were like, it was crazy. But it was a $14,000 dinner.
I mean,
bill.
I get that. They want to separate themselves. They want to be exclusive of who they have dinner with.
Yeah.
But also there are people who have a lot of money who just want to buy price tags.
There are some people
brands,
like that.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Not me.
That's why we need to come up with some kind of product and just put a giant price tag on it, Mick, and get rich.
You can sponsor this show for $100,000 a week.
Yes.
If your company is worth you.
If we invite you.
By the way, I would like to invite Under Armour as our title sponsor.
Yes.
We're going to need $10,000 a week, and that's a deal, Kevin.
That is a deal. I got good news and bad news, Mick.
All right.
Growing old, you grow shorter. The experts are saying you really do get shorter as you age.
It's true. I've shrunk 2 inches.
Have you really? 2 inches?
I'm sorry, 1.5 inches. I used to be 6'4" forever. 6'3.5", and 6'3.5". I am now 6'2".
Huh?
I used to wear size 34 length jeans. I now wear size 32.
No
I have
kidding.
shrunk. It's absolutely true.
Now, here's what I think. I think it's true for tall people. I don't think, what am I going to do?
Well, look.
I'll be a head in a bucket by the end of this thing.
This says most people lose about 1 to 3 centimeters in height over their lifetime, thanks to spinal discompression, posture changes, and even the flattening of your foot arches. They say it starts a bit in your 30s, but speeds up after age 60.
No, great. I got 4 more years of being a king.
Wait a minute. It's only supposed to be centimeters.
Yeah.
And I've gone an inch and a half.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Are you hunching? You've got bass player posture,
Dude,
man.
you figure you have that bass on all the time. It's like pulling you down.
Maybe that's it.
Maybe you got to get,
Well, here's what you do. They say while you can't stop the process, you can slow it down by eating more calcium and vitamin D, lifting weights, avoiding tobacco and alcohol as you get older, and then maintaining good posture, they say, is also a good idea.
I am not capable of one of those things.
No.
I'm already short, so I don't care. So somebody's going to come up to me one day and go, how tall were you? 5'3" at my tallest. How about shortest? What am I now? 4'11"? Yeah, there you go. Still not going to get in the NBA at either length. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm fine.
So there is we'll wrap it up with this. There's a couple in South Carolina whose Halloween decorations have people calling 911. Apparently their house looks like it's on fire, but it's not on fire. It's Sam and Lee and Amanda Riggins say that what appears to be a raging house fire is an elaborate Halloween display. You want to see this?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, this really looks real.
That's not real?
No. But they're on the regular now. The couple turns on this display every night between 8 and 10, and they're now asking people, please don't call 911.
I got to admit, though, it's really freaking cool.
It's awesome, but it looks like the house, especially with the fog that they have coming off the thing.
It's incredible.
Yeah. It looks like there's smoke coming out of the house.
I think that's tempting fate. I wouldn't do that.
I agree with Dave. Like,
oh, God,
it's going to be one of those weird, as art imitates life.
Oh, my
stories.
God. You're right.
And then you know what's going to happen.
No one will call.
Yeah, exactly. Or they do call, and the guy goes, ha, ha, ha. Very funny.
Oh, my God. I think we have the plot to a killer movie right now.
Yeah.
Man.
Damn right we do.
Yeah.
Final Destination.
Hell yeah. All right. Thank you, Matt. We are joined today by the great Dave Demarco, phenomenal musician, great guy. Dave, you got this Saturday you're at X Golf with
Eldersburg with HFS.
Yes, go see Dave Demarco play. They're incredible. Dave, you're going to like this part. It's a little thing we do called Matt's Music Minute, brought to us by Ryan Fowler's Guitar Experience. Ryan Fowler's Guitar Experience, by the way, Ryan Fowler, great guitar player, plays with the Kelly Bell Band. Another incredible band.
Yeah, man.
It's Baltimore's one and only truly professional guitar shop, specializing in anything and everything guitar. They do lessons, instrument repair, and they have an incredible selection of instruments. He told us about some of that stuff. Just unreal.
He just sold like I think it was a $30,000 guitar. So you can get everything from the starter guitar to
from beginner to rock star,
the
way they say it. And then all the brands: PRS, Taylor, Vox, Bosch. Is it Strymon?
Strymon. Yeah.
Strymon, Collings, Yamaha, Earthquaker, and dozens more, plus an ever-changing selection of used and vintage gear. Located at 1648 Joppa Road in Towson, right at the corner of Joppa and Loch Raven. Don't waste your time anywhere else. Shop with the pros at Ryan Fowler's Guitar Experience, and all the details are in the description of the show. Matt, what do we got, buddy?
So we got to start with wishing John Lennon a happy birthday today. He would have been 85 today.
Wow. Is that right?
Yeah.
Which means Ringo is how old?
Yeah, he's the second oldest Beatle. Ringo Starr was born in Liverpool, England in 1940. So he's a little bit older.
Yeah.
I'm saying Ringo is a little bit older.
I guess in 1944 would be that many years, right? 85 years from now or whatever, 86. Whatever.
It's also Sean Lennon's birthday. He's 50 today. That's John and Yoko's son.
Really?
Also sharing his birthday, Sharon Osbourne, 73, and John Entwistle from The Who.
That ain't a bad day to be born, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
By the way, Dave, are you a Beatles fan?
Huge.
Me too. Who's the Beatle to you?
McCartney.
Me too.
Yeah.
Matt?
It's a toss-up between John and McCartney, man. But as I've gotten older, I think I'm leaning more towards McCartney.
This is what I think. As you learn more about music and you see other, you realize how far ahead of his time McCartney truly was. I think Lennon was the poet, but I think that McCartney was the maestro.
He was the artist.
He was the artist.
Yep.
And Lennon was the face in a sense.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But God, the older I get, is McCartney's songs are just ridiculous.
Dude,
Yeah.
I've got a Lennon story. You're going to have me back on the show because I've got a Lennon story.
You're here
for
now.
You want me to tell it now?
Damn
Yeah,
right
of
I
course.
do. Feel like I'm talking to him anymore? No.
Well, Matt, finish your segment and then I'll.
No.
No,
Let's
do it in it.
We're on
That's how
Lennon
we
now.
do
Let's
it.
talk about
Okay.
Lennon.
Yeah.
So I had a little Lennon game I wanted to play with you guys. But
All right.
please, the
Okay.
story would be good.
All right. So this is going to trip you.
All right, let's hear it, brother.
Okay. So December 8th, 1980. Okay.
December 8th, 1980. That's
Yeah.
when he was shot.
That's when he was shot.
Correct.
Okay. So my mom and I had just moved into a new house. And I don't know if you knew this or not, but I had a brother who passed away, an older brother.
I
And
knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a huge Beatles fan. And if you remember in the White Album, and I've never told this story publicly, by the way, this never has been.
Oh, wow. We got an exclusive
Love
with
it,
Dave
man.
DeMarco.
I know.
I actually made a video about this story 5 years ago, and I've been too chicken shit to post it. Because,
I got to hear this story
Okay.
now.
So the world, you get to hear this now. So my brother was this huge Beatles fan.
Sure.
And if you remember in the White Album, if you ever saw the vinyl for the White Album, it came with these 4 8x10s
Yep.
color
Yep.
of the band, right?
Yes.
Those were always hanging in my brother's bedroom. They were in his college dorm, so they were very familiar to me. And can't believe I'm telling this story. Jeez. So I was going through some boxes in the basement. We had just moved into this house, and it was going through some of my brother's stuff, just kind of reminiscing. He had been gone about 4 years at this point, and I came across those pictures of the Beatles, and I'm looking at them, and I get to John's picture, and I automatically, this thing came into my head. John Lennon's dead.
Before you knew
Wow.
anything.
Didn't know anything. Okay. It's about, I'll tell you, it's about 11:40 p.m. Okay.
This is December 8th.
December 8th.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going, John Lennon's dead. And I just kind of ran with that notion in my head for about 3 or 4 minutes. And I pictured how I would tell my friends in school the next day. And I pictured them not believing me at all and thinking I was making it up. And I just kind of thought about it. And then my mom yelled down, Dave, come on, you got school tomorrow. You got to
Yeah.
go to bed. And I put the stuff away, didn't think anything about it.
Now, I'm
Okay.
sorry. Had your brother already passed at
Yes.
that point? Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
he
sorry.
was gone about 4 years at this point.
Got you.
So I go upstairs, go into the kitchen, kiss mom goodnight, go down the hallway, go into my room, walk in my room, open the door. My stereo was right there.
Yeah.
I hit the button and it's 98 Rock. And here's what happened. Click. And for those of you who haven't heard, John Lennon was murdered tonight in New York City.
What?
And I went kind of like I'm
Yeah.
doing right now.
Yeah.
I went completely white. And I just said, I went, okay. And I walked out, walked down the hallway, went back to the kitchen, and I stood there looking at my mom. My mom looks at me. She goes, oh, my God, what happened? And I said, John Lennon was murdered. And she was like, oh, my God. Oh, no. And I said, well, no. That's not the worst part. And I told her, I got it downstairs
I just got a chill,
10
man.
minutes ago.
Me too, dude.
Yeah.
And I was completely freaked out. I sat at the table. I started crying. I didn't understand. I was 13.
Sure.
Now, I have had some things like that where I predicted TV shows and songs and things like that. I'd had similar nothing that big.
Yeah.
This
Are
was
you,
the biggest
are you a
one.
seer?
I don't know. But there's been some things since. Nothing on that magnitude. Well, one thing on that magnitude. But anyway, so I just remember going to my mom. I'm like, do I have to go to school tomorrow?
Yeah.
She's like, no, you can stay home.
Wow.
Now, was music a huge part of your life at that point?
Huge, since I was 3. Okay?
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So absolutely, I was the hugest Beatles fan. I
Right.
knew every,
Yeah.
it was, and those albums reminded me of my childhood and
Sure.
my brother.
All
and
of us,
this,
right.
So it was huge, and I was completely freaked out.
So,
And
so let me ask you, Dave,
Yeah.
do you attribute that to some kind of communication you think between you and your brother, or do you feel like it was something else that just came to you?
so if you think of the chronology, so he was shot about 10:20, I
Right.
think is when he
Yeah.
was shot.
Yeah.
I got it around 11:40. So I don't know. It could have been something from my
Yeah.
brother. We have had some things like that from where I thought this is absolutely Mike talking to me.
Yeah.
But it could have been that I just picked up on the emotion of it, on the energy of it. I don't know. Believe me, I've spent the last however many years it's been trying to figure this out. I went to the Dakota and saw the spot where it happened. I had to see it. And that was freaky.
Yeah.
That was absolutely freaky.
That's
So-
an insane story, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
So every December 8th, you know what I'm doing.
Locking
between,
yourself in a room and
Yeah.
not thinking.
Oh,
wow,
my God.
man. And
Yeah.
you got to
Yeah.
think Is there a possibility you were around a TV or a radio
Yeah,
and
I
you
thought that
subconsciously
too.
picked it
Right,
up?
that's what I
You know
thought.
what I mean? But
It's not.
you've thought
1980.
about it, I'm sure.
Yeah, but there was no way I could have heard it. This is
Yeah.
1980.
Right,
We
you'd
didn't
have been having to watch television
Right,
at
yeah,
that
yeah,
moment to
right.
know
We
it.
didn't have a phone. There was no radio. I
No
was
internet.
downstairs. I'd
Right.
been downstairs for an hour going through boxes and
Wow.
looking at stuff. No
That's
way
wild,
it could have
man.
happened.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
let me ask you, at that age, because so you're 67?
Yeah.
I'm 68.
Yep.
So we're basically the same
Right.
kid.
Yep.
I remember hearing it, and I remember my uncles, who were probably in their late teens at that point, being like, oh my God, they killed John Lennon. Like, they killed John Lennon. And I just remember thinking to myself, like, I know that means something. Like, I love the Beatles, but I didn't know the impact. You know, you're
Yeah,
too young
sure.
to understand the global impact. The next day at school, like every kid, and I'm at the Catholic school,
Mhm.
we prayed.
Wow.
We had a prayer for John Lennon.
Yeah.
Like, we had a really cool nun, but she like led a prayer for John Lennon, and then we all sang "All You Need Is Love,"
Oh wow.
and it was like
Wow.
a really cool thing for me that I really think that teacher helped me process that.
That's
You
a
know,
great memory too.
Yeah,
man.
it was I mean, nothing like Jesus. That's unreal.
Yeah.
That you oh,
It really is.
I mean, I've imagined people are dead. You know what I mean? Like, I've thought, I wish that person would die, but I've never really been right. You know what I mean? I mean, on one time I wished that a dude got, a cold, but that was it. I've never been able to pull off the whole death thing. That's
Yeah.
amazing, Dave.
All right, so here's a little mind game to play
That's
with
a
John Lennon.
crazy story.
So,
all right, let's play it.
Say John Lennon is still alive. He's 85 years old. It's 2025. What do you think he would be doing today? What do you think he would have done in the past 40 years?
You want to go first?
I'd say he'd be an activist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that. I also think he would have reunited with Paul. And I think they would have realized truly what they were together. I don't know if the chemistry would have worked later in life because they would have become different men.
like if they would have written new music.
I think the thing I love most about McCartney is that he knows he's McCartney, but he keeps it so classy and cool. Like I've heard a couple horror stories. Like Phil Collins freaking hates him with a pat. You know that story?
No, I don't know.
He met him and he had a copy of the White Album, and Phil walked up to him and said, Paul, can you sign my album?
Yeah.
And Paul looked at his girlfriend or his wife, Paul's wife, and was like, oh, look, little Phil's a fan.
Took a little jab at
And it
him.
made him feel really small, and he's hated him ever since.
Yeah.
But then I've heard if you've ever seen the moment where Ozzy meets McCartney and you see how unbelievably struck Ozzy Osbourne is meeting Paul McCartney,
Yeah.
and Paul was so nice to him. And I just think that Paul understands what it means to be Paul McCartney, and I love the way he does it. I think John, being John, would have rebelled against that a little bit.
What's the movie that portrays John Lennon as still alive in the modern day?
It's the English movie that the Indian guy reinvents. Remember that the whole world has a mind erase.
And he's a hermit. He's a hermit.
What's the name of that movie? It was out about 4 or 5 years ago.
That could be him. I mean, that could have been.
Yeah.
He could have been, some kind of recluse.
But I think Dave, at the end of the day, is right. Lennon knew what his celebrity meant as far as influence and power. And I think you're right. I think he would. I do worry he would have gone down sort of that unrecoverable rabbit hole of telling everyone how awful they are.
Right.
And it's a very famous. I don't know if you know Todd Rundgren, who took a major shot at Lennon in the 70s when he was asked in Rolling Stone. I think it was Todd Rundgren was asked what he thought of the Beatles or John Lennon, and he was like, oh, you mean like All You Need Is Love? That's really easy to say when you're living in a mansion with all the money in the world, John.
Yeah.
Try being like the rest of us out here suffering and see if you think all you need is love.
Ooh.
So you get that too. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? The
yeah.
working man's like, dude, yeah, I get it. But what I need right now is a new carburetor, you jackass. My truck's broken.
Now, I'll tell you a subtext, I think, to that Phil Collins story.
Sure.
Think about when Phil was at his peak.
Yeah,
okay?
that's when it
early
was,
80s.
I believe.
I'll bet you anything McCartney was sore that he felt intimidated by Phil Collins because he was a hit machine at
You
that
think
point.
McCartney could get
He's
insecure?
He's human.
I
Absolutely.
get it, but he's McCartney, dude.
But what was he doing at that time? I think is what Dave is saying.
He was
too.
doing that Michael Jackson
Yeah.
record. I mean, that was
Listen, he was golden. He was still golden no matter what he
Yeah.
did. But I'll bet you anything. You worry when you're at the top.
I get it.
You worry someone's going to dethrone you, and you will be dethroned.
Yeah.
Everybody will be dethroned, and
Yeah.
I'll bet you anything. That's just my.
I will tell you this though, McCartney was for years would never really talk kindly of Oasis because of the things
Yeah.
Oasis said.
Yeah.
But Oasis was always kind of tongue in cheek. Like I heard Noel Gallagher.
Was it though?
Yeah, because Noel Gallagher said years later, he goes, to us it was a punk rock thing.
Yeah.
You take a shot at the biggest, influence of your life to try to, they call it take the piss out of him over there. And he goes, we never meant it. He's McCartney. We adore him. And at the LA concert, the stadium, McCartney's the only one in his suite standing up, singing and dancing with Oasis. Wow. And I thought, you know what? If you get McCartney on his feet, and
that's pretty cool,
you're
man.
singing songs that are basically Beatles songs, right? If you're an Oasis fan, you get it.
Yep.
But I think it all came full circle because at the end of the day, Oasis just basically said, Noel Gallagher is on record as saying, that what's the big one? So Sally can wait. What is Don't Look Back in Anger.
Yeah.
He goes, I just ripped off Imagine. He's like, I just rewrote Imagine. He's like, there's no shame in my game. I took one of the greatest songs ever and rewrote it. It's a tribute. And I think if you look at it from that standpoint, ain't nothing wrong with that. If you're going to rip anybody off, might as well be them, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, it's all derivative at some point from somewhere,
Well,
but what are the Beatles derivative of? That's the thing that blows people's minds when you get into it.
Lonnie Donegan.
Yeah. Well, how true is that?
Yeah, right.
Very few people know that, though, Dave. Wow. Hell yeah, brother. That's a lot of nights of me can't sleep and just reading dumb shit. But I've never met another dude that said Lonnie Donegan. I'm impressed, my friend. Hell yeah. Go ahead, buddy.
So Diddy back in the news because now what they're going to do is recommend a prison for him with rehab program access is what they're saying. He'll serve out the remainder of his 50-month sentence close to home. The judge who imposed the sentence recommended a federal facility in the New York metropolitan area and access to a substance abuse treatment program. And earlier this week, Diddy's legal team asked for FCI Fort Dix in New Jersey, which is about 77 miles from the courthouse, citing family visitation and rehab needs. So I don't know if that means he's going to get kind of like is that like a country club if you go into a rehab thing?
First of all. And second of all,
bummer.
This kid that set the fire, he ain't getting that. He's going to get 20 some years.
Right.
You want to know what's wrong with our society? We just act like celebrities they didn't mean it.
Right.
It's sick. I hate it. I hate it. I hope he gets struck by lightning, and I hope the lightning has AIDS in it.
I mean, if there's
leukemia, something horrible.
that kid doesn't have substance. I mean, I don't know if he does, but I'm saying he may not have substance abuse issues.
You think P. Diddy does?
Yeah.
I think no, I don't.
You don't?
No, I don't at all. I think he would get high for those parties. That guy built an empire. You can't do that as a drug addict. I think it's a cop-out, and I'm not buying it.
Maybe.
But I also want to apologize in case he hears this, because he does know people that can kill me. So I'm sorry, P. Diddy. It's just a moment of frustration. I hope you only have to do 3 years.
The prosecution took no position on placement. So the final decision now rests with the Bureau of Prisons. So I guess we'll find out where he's going exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's just such a scam anyway. The whole judicial system, they just cater to, especially New York and LA, man. You're a celebrity, it's different treatment. We all know it. It's just now it's the
money.
Yeah, money, all of it. You just get your way out of it. And I get it. I do get it. Money comes with influence, or influence comes with money, however you want to look at it.
Yeah, but he'll be probably in, I'm guessing, you think they're going to hide him away in a cell, or are they going to put him out in general population?
I got to check with my street people. I haven't talked to him in a while, but I don't know if they look at him now as a monster, or if they look at it like, is he a hero? I don't know.
Who looks at him as a hero?
The fans. Do you think he'll ever release another record?
I think he harmed a lot of people.
Agreed.
In his circle.
But if you saw the trial, there was thousands of people outside the courthouse covering themselves in baby oil. It's crazy, man. I don't know what to think. I don't know.
Either, man.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
I was never a P. Diddy fan.
I mean, in
I
jail,
love
typically,
Biggie. I like Biggie.
They don't like guys who beat up women or rape women
But dude, he was a kingpin. They get protection, man. You know,
he's got money too. So
right. He
could
could go in there, and I don't know what gang runs that prison.
Yeah.
You stroke them $100 grand, $200 grand, you're safe.
Plus, he can sing. He'll be in there rapping songs for him.
Yeah, giving them all record deals.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
there you go.
that's what's gonna. He's gonna start a new label when he comes out. It's gonna be all ex-cons on his label.
Yeah. What's the difference from now? I mean,
Well, he's just gonna do it again.
How will it be different?
He'll do it again. Is what I meant.
I got you.
Yeah. That's hilarious, Matt.
You want to hear my P. Diddy story?
Yeah. Oh
you
my
got a
God.
P. Diddy
I got a
story
P.
too?
Diddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was walking through his house one night and he went, P. Diddy's dead.
Doesn't
I
avoid-
reached for a bottle of Johnson & Johnson lotion.
What you got, buddy? Let's
All
hear
right,
this.
Okay, so I never actually met him. I'll give you
Yeah.
this, but
Yeah.
so this was about 20 years ago, and I was doing a lot of session work in New York, and I get a call one day out of the blue. Some woman says, "Hi, I'm putting together a list of people who might want to come audition for Puff Daddy. He's putting together a rock band. This is when he did that remake of Kashmir."
Oh, yeah.
For Godzilla or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. She said, "We got your name, and if you'd like to come up, auditions are tomorrow."
Right.
And it's kind of
Bring some baby oil.
Yeah.
It was like some studio up in like Hell's Kitchen, and
Yeah.
it was like, "If you want to come, we'll put you on the list." Sure, I'll come. So I called Todd Edmonds. Remember Todd?
Yeah, of
I was like,
course.
"Come on, let's go do this together." And
Yeah.
he flaked. He wouldn't do
Right.
it. But so I drove up, did it, get in the room or get in line, and there's all these people. And there's like the woman with the clipboard, and she's
Right, of
crossing off
course.
names and all this. They said, "We're going to call in groups of people, and we're just going to have you play stuff." So they grabbed, I was maybe somewhere in the first 15 minutes or whatever.
Right.
And they put you in a room, and it was me, 2 guitar players, and a drummer. And they said, "Okay, can you guys play Kashmir?"
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, so we play it.
Go. Right.
And then they said to one of the guitar players, "Okay, you can leave." Brought in another guitar player. "Okay, play it again." Play it again. Okay, she liked that. She's like, "Now, how about make up something and just start jamming?" Okay, cool. So then get rid of the drummer, bring in another drummer, get rid of the guitar player. So this goes on
And
on
you're
and on.
staying.
And I'm still there. Okay, this
Right.
is about close to an hour at this point. I'm going, this is okay.
Yeah, I'll take
is
this
all right.
gig.
This is
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Cool, right. And then at the end, it was like, "Okay, thanks. We have everything we need, and we'll be in touch." Nothing
That's it.
happened.
Never heard
Never
another
again.
thing.
Never.
Wow.
And you never got called out of the room.
No, I stayed for the whole time. Well, there was a bass player before me, so once I came in, I stayed till the end. Yeah,
Wow.
That's
That's
crazy.
a badass story, dude.
didn't meet him, and who knows? But
Yeah.
so
Hell yeah.
Never got any more of the story though. Does it bug you? Does it keep you up at night?
The only thing I heard is that he did decide not to put together that band.
Right. That's the
Ah.
So
truth. Right.
that's the only thing I know.
Well, I
Wow.
will say this too. In all fairness, Dave, I don't have a story where I didn't get chosen for Puff Daddy's band. You're way cooler than I am, just with that story alone.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't know John Lennon died before the news. You're amazing, Dave. This is incredible to meet you today. What else we got?
So we were talking about Ace Frehley.
Is he alive?
Well, I mean, there's no update on his well-being at the moment, but he isn't the only original member of KISS to have landed in the hospital recently.
That's right.
Ace had to go to the ER after a fall at home, but now comes news that Gene Simmons was admitted on Tuesday following a car accident in Malibu, California.
I made a left, and I should have made a right.
Yes.
And if you go to kissonline.com,
You can get yourself insured right now with KISS Insurance.
we're
I got a little lizard with jeans makeup.
KISS Car Insurance right now.
Kiss car insurance.
Gene Simmons learned to drive late in life, apparently. He drove his Lincoln Navigator into a parked car on the Pacific Coast Highway, telling deputies that he passed out or fainted prior to the crash.
Right in the middle of that song.
That's right.
There's a car
Oh
accident.
my God.
That's right.
Gene
It totally
knew.
is.
Gene knew 45 years ago. He's better than you are, Dave.
Well, this we know.
Shannon, his wife, says he's recovering at home, adding that doctors recently changed his medication, that he needs to drink more water. Gene says, "I'm completely fine. I had a slight fender bender. It happens, especially to those of us who are horrible drivers." And that's me. Gene's 76.
Is he that old?
Yeah.
It's funny, man. And I'll say it to the day I die. They're responsible for me wanting to be an entertainer.
Absolutely.
I mean, they are. I don't. And you know what? Innocently enough, I can name 20 Kiss songs that I just adore. You know what I mean? There's so many. Are they they works of art? I don't know. But
Yeah.
I'll tell you what they are. Fun and just I love Kiss. Are you a Kiss fan?
It's huge. I have a Kiss shrine in my house.
Do
Wow.
you really?
My daughter is Kiss fluent. She knows trivia like you wouldn't, because I've taught it to
Yeah,
her, obviously.
right, yeah.
But she can speak intelligently on a lot of things about Kiss.
Wow.
I mean, that's all we listen to on the way to school. is
No
Kiss.
kidding.
That's all
That's
she
cool.
wants to listen to.
You know,
Wow.
I've always put these little bands together through my career and played
Yeah.
2 or 3 shows with them. One of my favorites was I did a Kiss band. It was called Piss. And it was me and basically the other 3 guys in SR-71, Mitch, Mark, and Jeff.
Yeah.
Before Jeff passed away. And it was so much fun. We did full makeup.
Wow.
And we played and we learned the songs. I played drums. And it was really, I just love Kiss, man. I think they're the funnest, one of the most fun bands that ever existed.
Yeah, the Kiss bug I think missed me, but when I think about it now, I love a lot of Kiss songs.
Oh, dude.
And the Kiss movie, man,
the
Detroit Rock
greatest.
City, one of my favorite movies, I think.
Oh my God.
Love that.
You're talking about
Yeah,
the
Detroit
Cameron
Rock
Crowe.
City.
Was that Cameron
Yeah.
Crowe? I don't
No,
remember.
it was what's his name?
Yeah, the other dude.
Yeah.
Anyway, that movie's incredible. I
Yeah.
love that movie.
Sam.
Everything cool about. But do you remember Kiss Meets the Phantom of the
Oh, my
Park?
God.
Oh yeah.
Dude, the acting is that. One time, the guy playing Ace
Is black.
is black. The guy that filled in is black.
Hilarious.
It's hilarious. His stunt double was a black guy. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Ace Freebie.
Yeah, Ace Freebie. I wasn't too happy about him doing it in whiteface, though. I thought that was rude. I did, but I didn't say nothing. I was young.
So the big news the other day, of course, was that Rush is going to be touring again for their 50-something reunion tour. They've now, as you guessed, as soon as we told the story on the show, they've added 2 more shows, a bunch of new shows, but 2
Of
more
course.
shows in Los Angeles, Fort Worth, Chicago, New York, and Toronto, plus 1 more in Cleveland, bringing the total from 12 to 23 shows.
It's going to be 70 as these shows keep selling and
Well,
they realize
that's
the
what they
fans will go see it.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. There's
Yeah.
probably going to be more dates.
Of course.
Tickets will go on sale Friday, October 17th at rush.com. All dates subject to change,
And
they're saying.
kudos to Rush, who was smart enough to go, you know what? Our fans are amazing, but they may not agree with this.
Right.
They may not want to see this without Neil.
Yeah.
But if you're a true Rush fan, I think Neil would want this.
Absolutely.
I mean, they don't want that music to die. And they're such a legendary band.
Yeah.
I'm going. I've never been inspired to see Rush until I got older. And then they kind of stopped touring and then he died. And I'm like, damn it, I missed Rush. I'm excited
Have you
again.
seen Annika play?
She's
Dude.
amazing.
Yeah.
After the
she's
show, was it yesterday we talked about?
Yeah.
I went home last night and watched videos.
Right.
And I just was like,
She's a
Oh,
beast, right?
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean,
It makes
is
I get it now. I get it. now.
totally,
Yeah.
totally.
I didn't know who she was until you might have, because she played with Jeff Beck.
Yeah, I didn't know who she was.
Right,
Yeah.
I didn't either.
I had not heard the name. She's perfect. She's
Yeah.
absolutely
What's the? I mentioned the other girl yesterday from Jeff Beck's band, the bass player.
Oh, Tal Wilkenfeld.
Is she Australian or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah.
Have you seen her? I don't know.
No,
How
I
do
don't
you
think
feel
so.
about her?
She's phenomenal. I saw she opened up for some show that I went to, and she played guitar instead of bass.
Oh wow.
She's phenomenal.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
I felt bad, and I said it yesterday. You know, I'm just an old guy, right? That likes rock music. Every rock guy I ever loved was like a dude, right? And that's how I see musicians, as guys. But then I look back and I'm like, I'm a huge Joan Jett fan, Pat Benatar, Dolly Parton, Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah.
But they were never like, you never saw a chick with a guitar on and were like, hell yeah, you know, or a drummer
Joan
girl.
Jett, Joan Jett
Joan
was
Jett, yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Lita Ford.
Yeah, Lita's a
Yeah.
badass too.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying.
like a virtuoso. You mean.
right.
Yeah.
There's somebody that's like a god.
Yeah.
I'm watching this girl play drums last night, and I'm just like, if that would have been me as a kid seeing her play, I would have wanted to play drums too.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't even matter to me.
Sure.
It just, to see it is amazing.
I mean, that's a lot of pressure too, man. I mean, those are massive shoes to fill. I mean, I don't know if there's ever been a harder shoes to fill for a
Right.
band.
Right.
I mean,
And you get-
Zeppelin's probably
because
the
you-
only other one.
And
Yeah.
you know that everyone's standing there in the audience like this, waiting
Especially at Rush.
for
Yeah.
her to make a mistake,
Yeah.
or to say, or if there's a signature part that she chooses not to play
Or
to play
plays
her
different.
own thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And they're gonna skewer her, which shouldn't happen.
Super lame. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
you know, it's funny. If you're her, I think until you record an album with them, you almost have to play it with reverence,
Yeah.
Of course.
in a sense, before
Yeah.
you can put your mark on it.
yeah.
But I'm also going to go on record. We will see another Rush album. I really
I bet
believe
you're
it.
right, man. But you're right. She's got to play it from the album. She's got to
I
play
think
the album.
so. I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't. If the middle of Tom Sawyer instead of that, and she did something else, I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, that's badass.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. The avid Rush geek, if whatever you want to call them, knows every note, every
Absolutely.
cymbal hit, every chime, everything.
Yep.
They're gonna skewer her. You're right.
Yeah.
There was a comedian, I forget his name. It might have been actually Jim Brewer. I can't remember. Anyway, he did this thing about going to see Rush, and he's like, and with this guy, and he's like knows everything, and like I think Neil Peart missed a tom on something, and he was like, he missed it. He missed it. I can't believe it. I've seen him 39 times. He's never missed it. He missed. Like that's where I go, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tone it
Well,
down.
yeah,
dude.
dude, like-
Get a life,
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Well, if there's
Yeah.
any bands fans who would do that, it would be Rush fans.
Yeah.
Now, right? Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, of course.
AC/DC fans just go like this. It's right every time, dude.
Yeah.
He hits that kick and snare like a son of a bitch. Right?
So the Foo Fighters are in Asia with their new drummer, and apparently Dave Grohl is checking out wildlife. First tour with Elon Rubin on drums. He's been exploring local parks between shows, capturing rare birds on camera, apparently, which I feel like is code for maybe he's cheating on his wife again.
Oh,
I like the way
I'm
rare
joking, of
bird.
course. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
you know, Matt. I don't know like how people really look at like rock stars like being normal. You know what I mean? Because I think we all forget they're just men and women, right? But like when you hear about that, like Dave Grohl's out in the national park in China or wherever he is,
Yeah.
and we're like, oh, that's weird. Is it? Like,
No.
you know what I mean? Like, if I was a famous comedian and I'm touring the world, I'm gonna go see their shit, right? I'm gonna go to the
Well, I mean,
parks. I'm gonna
especially if
go-
there's a bunch of wild, cool birds like
Yeah.
that aren't in America, or yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool,
and
right?
trust me, if I'm in Asia, I'm gonna be outside all the time because I never get to feel average
Yeah.
height anywhere. I'm gonna be out all the time, man, walking around.
Plus, I was kidding, man, but it would be funny if he was like, "I'm going bird watching."
Yeah. Want to see the panda? Nah. They got a new raven. I heard they're gonna look at this week. Could you be a bird guy? Like go and watch birds?
You know what? My mom puts up bird feeders, and she knows everything about birds
Yeah.
now. And she got me. My interest peaked about it, I should say. I'm not into it like she would be. I don't know as much,
The only thing I've ever been into
but it's
with,
interesting.
the only thing I've ever been into with birds, if you go up to the Susquehanna
Yeah.
at the hydro dam, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Conowingo, I mean. And you see them eagles.
Yeah.
And they come down
Oh,
and
my
grab
God.
a fish out of the water 100 yards in front of you. It's the and people and you've never seen a bald eagle.
Yeah.
Their wingspan. I mean, they're massive birds.
Yep.
And when they come down with them claws and grab something and pull it up, it's nature and it is fascinating.
Yeah, that's
man.
pretty awesome.
And you can do it right here.
Yeah.
Just drive up the Conowingo and watch it.
Yeah, I'll be back at the NCR trail. We'll go
Yeah.
bike riding back there sometimes, and you'll see eagles back there.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Nothing like that though. Nothing like them swooping into a.
Well, you know
the
that
water.
big tower out in that island there
Yeah.
at the Conowingo. They were going to take it down and they can't because there's a massive eagle's nest that sits atop this thing, and it's dude. You gotta see it.
Yeah.
And just take your family up there one day.
Yep.
And there's times of years where it's like more active, and if you do, and then you'll see, and they run a photo contest every year, so there'll be 100 dudes with these incredible cameras, and you see a bird fly, and you just all of a sudden you hear it's like a machine gun. All these cameras.
Yeah.
It's wild to watch.
No, I think about it now. Like when I'm down somewhere in the Caribbean and you
Yeah.
start seeing these colorful birds,
Dude.
I mean, I'm definitely into it. I sat over around our pool down there one time where there was a tree, and trying to feed this like blue bird a French fry for like half an hour, trying to get it to eat out of my hand. Like that's what I was doing with my vacation time. So yeah, I guess I think I would be.
Do you think that? Do you think that birds are dinosaurs?
Yeah,
descendants,
right? Descendants, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you a question because did you ever see the Steve Martin movie? I forget what it's called, but there's a scene in the movie. The whole movie's about bird watchers, and they go to this. What's it called? Where the birds?
Aviary.
Aviary, and there's all these birds, and then apparently there's like this one bird that they all want to see, and the whole thing is they go there every day, and they don't see it, and then in the movie they finally see it. And Steve Martin sits down and he starts to cry. And the lady next to him goes, why are you crying? And he said, I've waited my whole life for this moment. And she's like, what's that? And he said, I finally saw the, whatever it is, the Spix macaw, which is a real word, by the way, a real bird.
Yeah.
And, or macaw, however you say that. And I don't know if that's the right bird. I just know that's a very rare one. And the woman looks at him and goes, have you ever seen a naked woman? Like, it's just so funny, man. It's like, and he just kind of looks at her, but yeah, the people into birds watching.
Yeah.
That's an interesting hobby, man.
Yeah.
Very peaceful one, I would imagine.
For sure.
Yeah.
And it's even where we live in the Maryland area. I mean, there are so many colorful birds.
Dude. If
you're not looking, they all just look like black birds flying around in your peripheral vision.
Yeah.
But when you really look at some of these birds, they're beautiful.
Dude, I saw one the other day that had like a purple. It was black, but its breast was like purple.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a raven.
Like an iridescent kind of purple color, right?
Yeah. And you're like, that thing is fascinating.
Yeah.
And I'm always amazed, like when you drive up northern Baltimore County and you see like buzzards and vultures.
Yeah.
Them things are wicked looking.
What are those big, almost stork-like birds? I'll never forget this. When I was a kid, when I was 13, lived in Nottingham, Perry Hall area, and it was just being built at the time. And there was kind of like a marshy lake kind of area.
I know right what you're talking about.
Do you?
Yeah.
And I from a distance, I saw this bird that was like 4 feet high, big, heavy bill on it like this. I forget the name of it right now.
It wasn't a buzzard?
No, it wasn't a buzzard. This was like long stork-like legs, very prehistoric looking, blue in color.
Oh, a herring.
Is it a herring?
A blue herring.
Heron.
I'm sorry, I would say herring.
Okay.
I grew up at Herring Run Park, but blue heron, yeah, man.
But it stopped me in my tracks.
Oh, they're fascinating.
Like, wow,
dude. That's a Maryland bird, I think. It's like very known for the Chesapeake Bay, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huge.
Unreal.
I mean, blew me away.
Yeah. Incredible bird.
Well, let's talk about the Smashing Pumpkins, guys, because they now have a signature smoothie. It's a goth smoothie.
Wait a minute. Is this like the Green Day slushy at 7-Eleven?
Kinda. They're celebrating their 30th anniversary of 1995's Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness by introducing the OG Goth Smoothie. It was created with organic food retailer Erewhon, which has 10 locations across Southern California. So the ingredients are going to be, nutrient-rich milk, organic almond milk, GT's olive cola, Cocoa cacao, Edeon ionic minerals, liquid electrolytes.
Are you trying to impress us right now? Because you're not.
Organic coconut water, and a bunch of other organic ingredients for what they call a decadent yet functional take on wellness. Only cost you $19.79. Available through November 8th.
And what band is that?
Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah, what's his name?
Billy Corgan.
Yeah. He's got that interview show. Have you seen it?
Oh, yeah.
He's really a great interviewer.
Yeah.
I can't stand him.
Not as good as this show.
As a singer. I hate his voice. It irritates me. I don't mean that ignorant. I just like something about his voice. One of them mid-range tones or something just shoots through my eardrums.
People love it or they hate it usually.
I love Bullet with Butterfly Wings.
Yeah.
And then 1970, whatever.
1979.
And that's it. Everything else, I'm like, no thanks.
Wow.
Yeah. That one that started out with the snare roll.
Yeah, today.
A Cherub Rock.
Cherub Rock,
right,
not for me. Like, I don't know. But as an interviewer, I think that guy's incredible.
The Sharon Osbourne one was fantastic.
My God, was that great. Yeah, brilliant. Is that it, Matt's Music Minute?
That's Matt's Music Minute.
Thank you. Dave Demarco, what a pleasure and fun time
This was fun.
this has been. I mean, what did we learn about Dave Demarco? Went to Berkeley, knows Mike Portnoy.
No, I don't know him.
Let me tell the stories,
Okay.
Dave, please. I'll make you sound really cool. Knows Mike Portnoy. Was almost in Dream Theater. That's what I heard. Almost played with P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Phenomenal musician. And it talks to
Spirits.
talks to spirits, and also can predict death.
Yeah.
So, Dave, by the way, if you're ever going to call me, I need a text first that says, hey, it's not bad news. Answer my call. Because if I see your number, I'm not answering. I don't want to know.
Don't
Well,
get
I'd
in
have
the
to be-
car.
I'd have to be going through pictures. Like, okay, oh, there's Ross. And there's,
me.
you know, oh, shit.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Let me call that little guy. Dave, what a pleasure. You're welcome back anytime, my
Thank you.
friend.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
man.
buddy.
Thank
I,
you, Dave.
I think the
I
world of you,
appreciate it.
Dave DeMarco.
Likewise. both
Please
of
go
you.
see Dave anywhere he's playing. There's 40 bands. Pick one of them. Great guy, great musician. Matt, we are going to be live from Hammer Jokes
Hammer
tomorrow
Jokes, yeah.
at 5 p.m. There will be no one there but us, and we're going to have a great time and show people around the room, and I'm really excited.
Are we going to have you a comic on tomorrow, you think?
Howard G will
Howard,
be with us.
He will be there. Okay, good.
And one other thing I want to say is thank you to, if I could read, let me put my old man glasses on here.
Spectacles.
Yeah, it was Snack Cakes 802. You're so funny, Mickey. Love seeing you on Rambo. Sent a $10 rant. So thank you
wow.
so
Thank
much, everyone. And thank you to all of the Rambo listeners who came over today after the show. Truly, truly means the world to us.
We appreciate you very much. Yeah.
Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow at 5. Take care, everybody.